this is probably gonna be weird, but I'm gonna read y'all guys something, and yeah. Okay, sorry, I just had to write down. Okay, so this is matter, volume. And if you guys are learning matter and volume like I am in 5th grade, then you'll know. Just started 5th grade, so this might help you. And if you aren't, just like if you want to listen to it, yeah. It was science project time. All the students were thinking about what they were going to do. The class just finished learning about volume and density of liquids. I would like to experiment with calculating the volume of solids, said Sarah. I wonder if there's another way to find the volume of solids besides using the formula volume plus length times width times height, said Nancy. This sounds like an interesting project, said Miss Rand. Since most of y'all are interested in learning more about volume, let's do a class project. The class clapped. Let's get started. Said Mrs. Rand. Said Miss Rand? I don't know. The first thing we need to do is research more information about volume. Your first assignment is to bring in as many books and internet articles that you can find. Don't forget to write about bibliography of the books and articles you plan to use. The next day, the class shared their bibliographies and the resources they read on the internet. Articles and books. The heck? They learned that the volume of a solid is equal to the difference of the volume of water before and after a solid was placed in the water. This is neat. Let's try it, said Scott. The students placed 50 milliliter of water into a 100 milliliters graduated to 100 ml graduated cylinder. They recorded the volume of the water on their paper. They took a rock and placed it in the cylinder. The level of the water rose to 70 milliliters. They subtracted 50 milliliters from 70 milliliters. The rock's volume was 20 mLs. The rock displaced 20 mLs of water. Wow, this is easy. I want to try other objects, said Francisca. The next step was to gather small, solid objects that would fit into the graduated cylinder. Doing this would determine which had the greatest volume. Each student brought in an object they wanted to test. Which of these objects do you think will have the greatest volume? Said Mrs. Rand. Come on, let's come up with a hypothesis. I know this word. I forgot it, but I still know it. Yeah. No, but for real, I know this word. My teacher says it, so I'm like, looking stupid. I want to drink a doodle. My mom was like, Rainy, you can't wear those shorts with that shirt because I'm wearing shorts under my skirt. She's like, wear this. I'm like, said Natalie. Each student wrote their hypothesis. I know this word! They collected data and graphed the responses. Let's get started, said Brian. I know you want to begin testing right away, but before we begin the experiment, we need to decide how are we going to do this. We need to write a procedure, said Mrs. Rand. Miss Rand. Miss Rand. Mrs. Rand. Miss Rand? I don't care! No, just kidding. Miss Rand. The students agreed on the procedure. They wrote the procedure in their notebook and also made a list on the materials they needed. So far, they had a title, statement of the problem, background information, hypothesis, never agree. Materials, procedure, and bibliography. Now they were ready to do the testing. Mrs. Rand divided I'm about to crumble up this freaking paper and throw it in the trash. Miss Rand divided the class into groups of 3. Each student would test their own object and also the object of the other members of the group. Each object would be tested 3 times. The students began their testing and recorded their answers. They graphed and analyzed the results. They wrote their conclusions on a paper. The last step was to write a no element. I don't know. They put big words in there. They wanted to write a thank you note to Miss Rand for all the help she gave them. Aww. The project was finished, and each student had a notebook that contained the title of the project. Statement of problem, hypothesis, materials, procedure, data, conclusion, by bibliography, above all, they learned how to measure the volume and variety of objects. Oh, I burped again. My God, I hate this paper. I hate this freaking paper. If y'all guys have to do this, I'm so sorry. Here's some answers that I wrote down. If you guys from my class are watching, tell me if they're right or not. I need to know. Oh, and people watching that aren't from my class, tell me if this is good handwriting. Hold on. Hope y'all enjoyed this vid. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.